Hey guys, Mike from CoachMikeMcDonald.com here. And have you ever wondered what's a good strategy for generating leads for your MLM business? Well, today's video I'm going to cover some of the best strategies you can use to generate MLM leads for your business, so stay tuned. Now, really, there's two different sides of generating MLM leads for your business and kind of two sides of marketing strategies you can use. There's active prospecting and passive marketing. And so most companies will teach you active prospecting, which is reaching out to your friends and family, cold market prospects, reaching out to strangers out and about. And while that can certainly work for some people, it's also a skill set you need to develop, right? So I know for me, when I first joined the industry, I was an introverted video game nerd, so I struggled for a long time. I didn't really have a network to tap into, didn't really have any business skills or sales skills. I definitely wasn't a person of influence or anything like that, right? So I really struggled in the beginning with that active prospecting side of things because people didn't really take me seriously and I hadn't really developed the skill sets to be able to do that. Now, some people, like I said, can go out and crush it with that, and it's still a great way to build your business. I know I do those activities today of active prospecting, but it took a long time to develop that skill set and learn how to do that. The other side of it, though, is passive marketing. And for me, that's really where things started to change in my business when I learned that end of it, where I could create content to actually generate leads and sales for my business. And so, why should you listen to me? Why does this matter, right? Who am I, right? So, as you can see here, I'm actually on the leaderboards on one of the companies that I promote. So one of the top affiliates out of the entire thousands of affiliates that have joined through that company, and I'm regularly on those. Here's me winning an award on stage, one of the top leadership levels in that business as well. And then I've also been able to travel the world thanks to learning these skill sets, building my network marketing business as well as affiliate marketing and how to generate MLM leads for my business. So that's exactly what I'm going to walk you through in this video, is some different steps that you can use to generate leads for your business more effectively. So, like I said, there's two sides of it. There's the active prospecting and the passive marketing. And so active prospecting is great. It's a skill set you definitely want to develop, because if you don't know how to do that, even when you have leads coming in, you're not going to really know the exact process to take people through, what questions to ask, how to get them to see your presentation effectively, what to do during, what to do after, right? It's still a learning curve. It's still a process you need. But the downside of that is that it's not leverageable, right? I don't know if that's a word, but there's no leverage with it, right? So, what happens is basically you go out, you spend a lot of time, you spend a lot of energy having conversations with people, reaching out to people, sharing their business, seeing if they're open to checking out what you have, your product, your business, your service, whatever the case might be. And like I said, it's a great way to build the business. It's just there's no leverage with it, right? And so there's really three key ways to create wealth. There's money at work, people at work, and then having systems at work, right? And so network marketing, MLM, it's super cool because you can implement people at work, you can build a team, you can build an organization. But that doesn't happen overnight, right? You have to develop their sales skills, help people become leaders, find the right people who are actually motivated that want to do it, right? So it takes time to do that. And so for me, I always found that anytime I ever wanted to win a contest or hit a new rank or, bring in new business, it just kind of always fell on my shoulders. And I was always just back in the field, having to actively prospect, reach out to people. I didn't have a huge warm market to tap into, and they didn't take me seriously anyway, when I first got started. So at the same time, I was always just back in the field, going through a lot of numbers, talking to a lot of people. And, a lot of people don't necessarily have the toughness to be able to actually handle that and take that kind of rejection. So there's a lot more rejection when it comes to active prospecting versus passive marketing. And so what's cool is with passive marketing, you're able to create content that can work for you on a 24-hour basis. So you're going to start to generate leads, have people come to you, people wanting to learn about your products, your services. And again, instead of just kind of reaching out to everybody and just kind of throwing it out there and seeing who's open, instead, you're going to have highly targeted leads coming to you. Now, that kind of raises the question, should you buy MLM leads? Should you buy leads from a service? And so, in my opinion, I don't necessarily think that that's a great strategy. Certainly, there might be different companies out there that have quality leads, but you never really know, right? And again, it's like, do these companies sell them multiple times? So maybe they've been pitched opportunity after opportunity. And again, when you're calling these leads, have they been pitched 100 opportunities already? Have they even been pitched your same opportunity from somebody that did it wrong? And so now you're kind of starting behind the game, right? Where they already have a disbelief in your business, disbelief in the industry, just because other people did it wrong or approached them poorly, right? And so, again, it's possible to get results with that, sure, but at the same time, you don't really have a way to actually remarket to these people either. So if you're buying leads like that and following up with them, it's kind of like a one-shot deal. You get to reach out to them, see if they're open to your business. If they're not, cool, then it's kind of done, right? When you generate your own leads, you actually control that list and you can remarket to these people and again start to continue to build that relationship over time, and then they can actually join your business, which is really cool. So that's kind of another downfall of buying leads. At the same time, when you're buying leads, nothing really separates you from 100 other people or 100 other opportunities they might have seen, because you're not the actual person generating those leads. So in my opinion, I don't really think it's a great idea to buy leads. Some people swear by it. I'm on the other end of the spectrum, where I would rather generate my own leads and have people come to me through my content and the marketing systems that I put in place to actually attract people to me, versus again just buying leads, because again that's not really so much different than me just actively prospecting and reaching out to people. So that's really the next step, right? Is actually generating your own leads for your business. So how do you do that? Well, the foundation of it is attraction marketing. And so what that is you're going to create value-based content that actually solves your target market's problems, helps them solve needs, achieve wants, achieve goals, solve problems, fix different things in their life, right? And why this is so valuable is because when you do this, it builds a ton of trust, rapport, and credibility. It positions you as an expert where people are going to be seeking you out, right? And so again, all things being equal, people tend to do business with those that they know, like, and trust. And so most companies, that's why they tell you, reach out to your friends and family, reach out to people that you know, because you have that established. But most companies also don't teach you how to create that relationship, like turning those cold leads or those cold market prospects actually into warm market prospects. And that's actually what the passive marketing side of things does for your business. Now, this isn't an overnight thing, right? It takes time. So you want to combine the passive marketing end of things with the active marketing as you're growing, but just make sure that you have an active strategy that you're doing, and then also a passive strategy that you're doing, because eventually they kind of flip-flop, right? In the beginning, you're going to be active prospecting, reaching out to a lot of people, having a lot of conversations, and then you're going to be building passive marketing alongside of that. So slowly this starts to build up, and it's going to get way more leads, way more sales, way more traction coming in on autopilot, working for you on a 24/7 basis, that you're not really going to have time to do active prospecting as much. And that's awesome, because what happens is these are much more high quality leads. They're highly qualified, instead of you just beating down the doors, talking to hundreds of people every single month that may or may not be interested, and they're not qualified whatsoever. So you can basically get better results talking to less people, plus they're coming on autopilot, which is awesome. So, it's the best of both worlds, right? So you definitely want to start implementing attraction marketing in your business to generate targeted leads in addition to the active prospecting that you do. And so what are different ways to do this? Well, there's a lot of different strategies out there, a lot of different social media platforms that you can use. But in my opinion, one of the best ways that you can do it is through video marketing. Now, again, you can do video marketing on all kinds of different platforms. You can do Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Periscope, YouTube videos, Facebook videos, right? It just kind of goes on and on, right? But there's a lot of different ways to implement video in your business. But again, it's one of the best strategies you can do because it's pretty much like the closest thing to actually being there with someone. People can see your voice, they can see you, they see your mannerisms, right? They can get a little bit about your personality, and they get really a feeling like they know you. And then on top of that, you as the person doing the video, a lot of people out there are scared of doing videos. So just the mere fact that you're getting on camera, getting out of your comfort zone, doing videos, that already puts you on a higher level. They're like, wow, this person, is willing to put themselves out there. And so it puts you on kind of more of a pedestal. And the more videos they watch, the more content they consume of you, it positions you almost like a celebrity status, right? And so it's a really cool way to build your business. I would certainly recommend adding video marketing into your MLM marketing strategy to help you generate leads. And what's neat is, again, you create that value-based content, you do it through video, and it's a great passive strategy too, because you can put them on your blog, you can put them on YouTube, for example, and both of those two things are evergreen content. So you make that content once, you make that video once, and then it continues to work for you forever, right? So I've got videos that I made years ago, blog posts that I made years ago that people still go to, people still get value from. I can still generate leads from them. I can still generate sales from them. And I just really look at it like every piece of content you make, every new video, every new valuable piece of content you put out there is just like another billboard on the side of the highway. So you could do one post, right, and have one billboard. Some people might see it, or you can have hundreds and hundreds of them out there, all providing value, all helping you generate leads, all working for you with that passive marketing to help you bring in more quality MLM leads for your business. So again, you certainly need training how to do this. And if you'd like more on that, definitely check out the link below this video. I actually put together a 5-day lead generation boot camp to teach you how to do this. So again, you can go to the link below this video or also head to coachmikemcdonald.com. But again, what kind of tools do you need to access this, right? How do you create this marketing system for your business? Well, one of the tools that I definitely recommend that you get is an email autoresponder. And so basically what that is you're going to combine that with capture pages, or basically lead pages, lead magnets, where what happens is you're going to give away something of value that solves your target market's problem. Right? So maybe you market health and wellness products. So people in that niche probably want to lose weight. They want to feel better. They want to have more energy. They want to eat healthier, right? So let's say you made an ebook on the top 10 exercises to get your six-pack back, right? Awesome. So you give that away for free, but in order for your leads to get that, they need to enter their name, their email, their phone number. And so when they do that, you've set up a website, you've set up a page that gathers that information, delivers that ebook. And now what's cool is you've got a very highly targeted lead for your business. Because again, in this scenario, if you sold health and wellness, you sold nutrition products, you sold weight loss products, well, if somebody downloads an ebook on how to get a six-pack, they probably want to lose weight, they probably want to get in shape. It's probably a great ideal customer for your business. So again, that's really the power of the passive marketing side of things, is that you can start to generate highly targeted leads, because the people that do fill in their information, they want what you have, they have a problem you can solve, and you can just call them, right? And if you've generated it yourself versus buying it or versus active prospecting, it already puts you up on that pedestal where you've built some rapport, you built some credibility, you built some trust. And then what's awesome too is when you use an email marketing program like Aweber, for example, you can send out broadcasts every time you create new value-based content. And that just continues to fuel the fire, right? It continues to build that relationship, continues to build that trust, that rapport, that credibility. And so again, that's one thing that you lack with active prospecting. That's also one thing you lack if you're buying leads versus generating themselves, is that you can continue to remarket to these people and continue to build that rapport, build that relationship, build that trust, build that credibility. And again, when timing is right for that person, who do you think they're going to reach out to? You or some random person? obviously it's you, right? Because you built that relationship, you developed that rapport. So again, you know, you want an email autoresponder. I personally use Aweber. I like it. I've been using it for years. If you'd like to check that one out, you can actually head to coachmikemcdonald.com/Aweber. It's AWEBER. coachmikemcdonald.com/Aweber. You can get your first 30 days for free over there. And so that's a cool one to use to start building that list with something that you own that you can continue to remarket to. And then also you're going to want to set up those capture pages, right? You want to set up the tools where you can actually start generating the leads for your business. And so I go way more in depth in that lead generation bootcamp I mentioned earlier. So I won't try and cover all that in this video. But again, if you want to access that, just click the link below this video, or again, you can head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching. And, you know, in that boot camp, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set up an attraction marketing system like this, how to generate targeted MLM leads for your business, how to set up the tools to do that, the training, the know-how, right? The step-by-step process you need to actually set all that up for your business. So again, if you'd like to attend, it's free. Click on the link below this video, or once again, you can head to coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching to download or get access to this free boot camp. But once again, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.